Hello everyone, my name is Caitlin Raasch, and as you guys all probably know by now, photography is an activity that I really enjoy, so much that I'd like to make a career out of it one day. In this short presentation, I'm going to go over with you the physical abilities that I use as a photographer. To start off, I display my sensory abilities when creating the composition of an image. When there's a certain element that needs to be emphasized in the photo, it can be emphasized using depth perception. In the photo on the right, I have the subject very large in comparison to the buildings in the background to emphasize the model and her bicycle, while in the photo on the left, I am showing how small a person can feel in a large city, so I have a heavier emphasis on the cityscape in the background than on the person. Next, I use near sight when I'm trying to capture small details in a subject, such as the texture in this mushroom. I use far sight when I'm trying to show the scale of a subject, taking a step backward and including more of the landscape in the picture. This I do in the image on the right with the little mushrooms. I also enjoy taking low-lit photographs, which requires what the book refers to as night vision. I have to rely on artificial lights to take the images such as these, whether they are out on the street, like the image on the left that uses street lighting, or in a studio setting, like the image on the right that uses studio lighting. Here is a behind-the-scenes look at a low-lit photo shoot in a studio setting. One thing that I particularly pride myself in is my visual color discrimination. When setting up or styling a scene, such as this one, I pay close attention to the color palette being used to help push the image even further. I also show psychomotor skills when I'm operating the camera itself. When photographing an event that has lots of action, such as a sporting event, I need to make quick, precise adjustments to the settings of my camera so I can take the perfect picture in the ever-changing environment. The speed of the subject and the amount of light in the environment are both factors that affect this. I need to make quick choices among appropriate alternatives, such as choosing the correct lens or the best place to stand in order to get the perfect shot. It is just as important to have good response time, like I do, especially when shooting sporting events or weddings such as this one. Finally, being a working photographer requires a lot of endurance. Many of the events that I am hired to photograph last all day long, so it is important to stay focused and alert all night. I've also learned that comfortable shoes and attire are a must for these long days. These are all valuable skills to future employers that show my versatility as a photographer and also carry over to non-photography related things. Thank you for listening to my presentation.